Let's continue our discussion about solving fraction problems, but specifically, let's have proportion problem. Let's start. The ratio of male to female officers in a certain town is 11 is to 3. If the total number of officers is 112, how many men and how many are women? So we have a ratio of male to female. So male is 11, then female is 3, and the total number is 112. So let's represent these common ratios. So we will let our n or any variable kung anong gusto nyo to be our common ratio. So 11, no? 11 will be 11n will be equal to the total number of policemen, while 3 times n will be equal to the total number of policewomen. So male kasi is to female, then ibig sabihin that is 11 is to 3. So 11 dapat for policemen and 3 for policewomen. Then proceed tayo sa next statement or sentence. Sabi, the total number of officers is 112. So, sulat na tayo ng ating equation. So, therefore, our equation will be 11n rather, plus 3n is equal to 112. So, yan ang ating working equation. Now, this time, let's solve for n. So, solve lang natin siya by combining 11n plus 3n. We will have 14n equal to 112. Then dividing both sides by 14, you will have 8 as the common ratio. That is the n value pa lang, ha? So, for you to get yung total number of policemen and policewomen, kailangan natin siyang i-substitute at balikan natin yung ating representations. So, sabi, 11n for the total number of policemen and 3n for the total number of policewomen. So, if n is equal to 8, then, ibig sabihin, 11n implies 88 for the total number of policemen and 3n implies 24 for the total number of policewomen. So, what we did here is just substitute the value or evaluate lang natin siya by substituting the value of 8 to our 11n and 3n. So, we will now get the total number of policewomen and policemen. So, add mo lang yan. Double check lang natin. 88 plus 24 is equal to 112. Let's have a next example. The professor has a ratio of passing students to failing students of 5 to 4. One semester, he had a total of 207 students. How many students passed and how many failed? So let's understand the problem. Sabi, we have the ratio of passing and failing, which is 5 to 4. And a total of 207. So, how many passed and how many failed sa subject ni professor? So, ganun din, just like our previous example, we have to represent our common ratio and then yung ating ratio, which is 5 to 4. So, we let n or any variable na gusto nyo be equal to our common ratio. Then, using the 5 is to 4 ratio, we will have now 5n be equal to the total number of passing students, then 4n be equal to the total number of failing students. So we have now our representations. Pwede na tayong mag-work out sa ating equation. Sabi, when you add them, the total is 207. So you will have 5n plus 4n is equal to 207. So let's solve for n or our common ratio. So first thing, simplify lang natin 5n plus 4n we will have 9n equal to 207. Then dividing both sides by 9, you will have n equal to 23. So this is now our common ratio. Again, this is not the final answer yet. We have to find what is asked, which is the total number of passed and failed students. So we are going to just substitute the value of our n dito sa ating representation, which is yung 5n at 4n. So therefore, thus, if n is equal to 23, then 5n implies 115 for the total number of passing students, and 4n implies 92 for the total number of failing students. So, paano po ginawa natin dito? Paano na-compute yung 115 and 92? We just simply evaluate or substitute our value or computed value 23 to our term, which is 5n and 4n. Multiply lang po natin siya. Then, ito yung ating nakakuhang sagot. Double check mo lang, 115 plus 92, is it equal to 207? Definitely, that is equal to 207. So, this is the answer for our last example.